This time on Norfolk Perspectives, we're going to be talking about water safety because guess what? Summer's here. And Norfolk Police Department has a really special program with community policing that you're going to hear all about it. And then we have a very special conversation between a father and a son. You're not going to want to miss it right here on Norfolk Perspectives. Welcome to Norfolk Perspective. I'm Bob Batcher. I am really excited about having these two on the sofa because in my fitness journey, I have not ventured into the pool yet, but I'm getting ready because you got to be fit to do it. Dan Jones, Division Head for Aquatics at Recreation Parks and Open Space, and Beverly Evans, Senior Recreation Supervisor too at Recreation Parks and Open Space. But something tells me that you call the shots. Yeah.
We agree to disagree.
Oh, no. More shots she calls, the better we all are.
Because Beverly, you've been with the program since you were a wee little one, as I recall.
Not wee little, but a long time.
A long time. What was your first job?
You wouldn't believe where I started in aquatics.
Okay.
Pool attendant.
That's right.
I did the baskets in the bathrooms and all that stuff, and then I moved to a lifeguard.
So the baskets with the towel, and then you got the key with the little ring on it? You still give out those keys?
We don't give out the keys anymore, but we still do the baskets.
They're important.
They're important.
And so is a dry towel.
Yes.
So, but now you work with the indoor pools, right?
Right.
Okay, and Dan, you're over it all, swimming everywhere?
Right. Swimming pools, beaches, fitness centers, waterways, that's what I do.
Okay, so are we in the ramp-up stage, or are we there?
We're still ramping. We just got our beach lifeguards on duty over the weekend, so we're in full swing there. We'll be opening up our outdoor pools on the 17th of this month. And, of course, our indoor pools are always open.
Okay, so you just came off of Memorial Day.
Yes, sir.
It was cold.
It was a little chilly first couple of days, but we ended up with over 5,000 visits and about 1,000 swimmers.
Okay, in pre-tape, though, we were talking, you said that about swimmers. Well, let's describe what is a swimmer versus what we normally get at the beach.
Exactly. A lot of times we'll ask parents, say, can your child swim? And they go, oh, sure, they swim every day. And I said, well, can they swim in water over their head? They go, no, not over their head. Well, when we say your child's not a swimmer, your child is wading in the water. There's a big difference. And sometimes we have to go help those kids back to shore.
Okay, how about the sunbather, get wet, sunbather, get wet? If that's their lap, what are they?
That's just a beach goer.
I like that. So, Beverly, what's the difference between a pool and a beach?
Open water, and then you have more control in the pool. You can basically see the bottom, where in open water you can't see the bottom, and you have the elements that's going against you.
What kind? Yeah, all kinds of elements that you can't see the bottom.
Yeah.
But you don't really worry about those, right?
That's Dan.
Yeah, no riptides in a pool.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, I hear a lot more about riptides. Is that media, or are we really having?
Oh, rip currents are there.
Or rip currents, yeah.
I was setting buoys on Friday out on our beaches, our swim area buoys, and there were rips all throughout Ocean View, and it was a pretty tough workout for me that day.
Because you can't see them.
Right. You can sometimes you have a general understanding of how they're formed, and then a lot of times we can identify them from shore. It's a lot harder once you're out in the water to identify them until you're actually caught up in it, and then you just have to work your way out.
Now, there's training, but then there's really that ability too, right?
You have to stay calm when anybody's caught up in a rip. Of course, we got a rescue can with us that's going to help us. But riding out the rip and then swimming parallel to shore and then back in is what we recommend people to do. But in all cases, swim near a lifeguard and ask the lifeguard about any dangerous surf activities or water conditions in general.
Now, on June 23rd, you're going to be having a special day at the beaches just to kind of have some of this conversation, right?
Yes, at Community Beach from 1 to 3, we have a free water safety day. It's a community beach safety day, actually. And we'll be going over all sorts of beach safety material with kids and parents alike.
Does this mean it's not going to be fun anymore?
Oh, no, it'll be great. It'll be fun.
Because safety really, I mean, as long as you have that in your mind, you can be assured of having fun then.
Right. A safe day is a fun day.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Beverly, I guess one of the things we were talking on pre-tape that's kind of shocking, with as much water as there is around here, how many waders and sunbathers we have
Right.
than swimmers. And you're doing something about that in the pools, right?
Right. We're doing summer plunge.
Hence the title. So when you plunge, you learn to swim?
Swim. We're offering swim lessons. We're doing canoeing, entering the canoe, putting on life jackets, how to get out of the canoe, how to use the canoe actually as you're paddling. We're also doing aqua aerobics to put the fit side in it. We're
Here
also
you guys go again.
you gotta have fitness.
I know it. It's really all about fitness.
And kids need to learn you can do fitness anywhere. It just doesn't have to be dry land or running, playing football, basketball. Aquatics is the best fitness area that you could use.
Yeah, because you're
you don't have-
using everything, aren't you?
And you don't put all that stress on your body as well as once you're in the water, because the water is a cushion to you.
Okay.
So,
So who can participate in the summer plunge?
summer plunge is open for all Norfolk City residents from the ages from 6 to 17.
Oh, okay. Now, will there be somebody there to actually show them how to swim, or?
Yes, we have instructors that's going to be on site. We have lifeguards in the stand. We're also having the kids bust in to the facilities that they're going to be using.
Also, if they can't get there, if they don't have transportation,
We have sites that's set up that they can go into, and they can pre-register for that for the program. And the pre-registration period is June 24th through July 5th.
okay. And we've got another pool coming online this summer, right?
Southside Aquatic Center, yes, sir.
That's a pool that has been in the vision for a long, long time, but it's more than just a hole in the ground now, right?
Oh, yep. We'll be open before long. It's going to have an indoor aquatic center with a 2-story slide. It's going to be very nice. Two-story slide.
Can big guys like
You have to.
It's going to be cool.
Right. As long as
Only
I'm-
if you know how to swim, because there's no wading at the bottom of the.
Right. I'll be your personal lifeguard
Okay.
if you go down the slide.
I tell you what, you do me one more favor to close out the segment, and I'll meet you at that pool. How'd you guess? Because I can't have a lifeguards on the sofa without being called down. Now this is going to be an affirming whistle.
Yes. This is the official start of our summer season with you.
Let's go for it. All right, thanks a lot. And that's introducing our next segment, where we have our community resource officers, who I've been told have the same secret weapon. Stay tuned to find out.
Nice. No. Oops. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspective. Well, I discovered between segments that police don't carry whistles anymore. I'll find that out. Kimberly Cole, Community Resource Officer, and Courtney Smith, Community Resource Officer. A very special position in the community now, and I'm so glad to have you guys on. You don't carry whistles anymore?
Sometimes we do.
Okay.
Today, because we were coming to see you, we didn't want anything too shiny. We wanted to let you have all the.
Oh, that's
glam.
why. See, that's why she's a community resource officer. Okay, let's talk about what does a community resource officer do? From your perspective.
My perspective, a community resource officer is a person, a police officer in one community, making that solid connection with the community. The firm, fair, consistent, the 3-triangle rule with focusing on the youth, the seniors, and that 5% of the bad people, which we would say need direction.
I guess, yeah, and I like the way you put that, Courtney, because when I think of police work, it's chasing the bad guy. Isn't that where? No?
No, sir.
Sometimes. Sometimes
Okay.
it is, but so much can be accomplished through prevention, and we're just one piece of the puzzle. So getting to work with the same communities, and they getting to know us, and we get to know them, we're able to be more effective than if we weren't in the communities.
There was I went to the presentation about the restructuring, doing the 12-hour shifts and that, and there was a word that Captain Huffman used a lot, and it was called relationship. Which, to be candid with you, growing up, I'd never hear that word coming from the police department. But it really is about developing a relationship, and a relationship of trust.
Yes, mainly focusing on youth, the Weed and Seed program. You know, we as being in leadership role models and police officers, you know, we are helping kids and youth to dream to become police officers, first responders, firefighters. So, and the trust comes with the going door to door, speaking with citizens, finding out their concerns, assisting them with any and everything they need. So.
Okay, because there's that fine line between doing the right thing and reporting something.
Yes.
And snitching.
Yes.
How do you break that?
Well, they've got to be part of their own community, and we like to say that they're our eyes. So if they do their part and we do our part, we'll be able to go so much further than if either of us were working solely.
In the communities you've been working in, are you seeing a transition?
Yes.
Of how they relate to you?
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. They warm up.
Now, I know you're doing a lot with the Norview Elementary, right? Are you
Not Norview. I have Ingleside.
Ingleside, that's right.
And Fairlawn. Both of those elementary schools are in my district.
So what is your average day like in working with the elementary schools then?
Well, when I go in, I like to go in and read them books. And Poplar Halls also is one of my elementary schools. I like to just go in and read them books, and they get so excited. And my favorite series for second graders that age is Judy Blume's Tales of the Fourth Grade Nothing series with Fudge. They get so excited, so we start with the first book, and then they want to check out the next one from the library, and there's only a few copies available. So then we find that they'll go into the public libraries and check out the copies there. And by the fourth or fifth time I come into a classroom, they're reading along with me in those books. So it's just so fascinating to watch them
Now,
get
where is
excited
that in the
about it.
police job description?
That's what's great about our police department. They realize that the relationships that we build with the communities will eventually help us. They'll help us be more productive crime fighters. So.
Okay, now, Courtney,
Yes, sir.
what books do you read?
Well, Dr. Seuss books. I work very closely with Dr. Sherry Archer, principal of J. Cox Elementary School. Unfortunately, I grew up in the Huntersville community.
Oh, so you're really at your home then,
Yes,
your home
sir.
base.
And it's an honor to come back as a law enforcement official, working under the leadership of Chief Goldsmith and Captain L.D. Boone for, promoting more leaders coming within the schools to the community. So it's an honor. So.
But now, there's Officer Courtney, there's the bad guy. What kind of reaction did you historically get in Huntersville?
Well, in the Huntersville community, we like to say the bad guy, but we say the misguided person. Compared to that child that you connect with within the schools that see you dealing with that misguided person, and they come over and they wave to you, hey, Officer Smith, Officer Cole. It throws that off balance. It shows the misguided person that, hey, the police are doing good with dealing with the kids and the seniors. So,
because we are still, there still is that perspective of lowering crime rate.
yes.
Oh,
That is the deliverable.
Yes.
But in doing it in a sustainable way.
Yes.
absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the active crime that's going out there, because it is kind of frightening, and there's really nothing that can be done about, except for investigating and trying to find the guy that got it, person that got it, stole it. But it's kind of building a foundation so that you're preventing that crime
Absolutely.
from occurring. Copper, let's talk copper.
Copper, sure. That's a relatively new crime, and we've seen it a great deal over this last year. And what we call them suspects are targeting are homes where they can get in and go under the crawl space and take the copper pipes that are used for the air conditioning and heating units, and also the copper and metal that's actually in the HVAC units that are outside of the home. So one of the main areas or targeted areas are homes that are vacant. So if there's a home that's being put up for sale or that's going to be rented out, we really would like to suggest to the people that are maintaining that property to check often, frequently on that property to make sure that they haven't been a victim, and also to try to give the illusion that there is someone there. Something, let's say if your trash is on Tuesday, wheeling down the trash cans on Monday night as if someone lives there. The suspects are looking for people who aren't there, homes where there's nobody to interfere with. Also, if there's a hole or the crawl space, we'd like you to secure that.
Right.
And especially the vacant properties, maybe put a lockbox on that. And then we also are suggesting maybe use chicken wire, I think it's called, right? To build over the HVAC system outside.
Okay.
And I know that's an inconvenience, but the repair costs when you are victimized are so high. And if you, I'm sorry, go
We
ahead.
only have a minute left, but larceny out of cars.
Oh, yep.
I mean, that one just seems so easy to fix.
It is. It is. So we really want to have everyone help us with this one. I have to tell you, Bob, earlier this month, we had seven cars on the same street, all broken into, and the only thing that the suspect was after was spare change left in the ashtray. So take everything of value out.
Wow.
Try to park in well-lit areas. If you don't park in your garage, make sure you take your garage door opener inside with you, because that's a key to your house.
Hello.
Right. Just things like that. Don't leave anything of value in the car.
Well, you know, speaking of value, you guys are very valuable
Thank
to
you.
building community.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you, and please pass along our appreciation to all of the CROs, actually the entire police force.
Yes,
We'll do it.
Because we're all involved in community policing.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Thanks for having us.
When we come back, we're going to be talking to a very special guy and his dad. You got to join us.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher, and I'm joined by Pops Rosenlieb and his son, Todd. How's it going, Pops?
Great.
And who's sitting next to you?
I'm not sure.
Well, you know, I'm not sure either. I got this long list of who Todd is, and there's one on here that's not included, and that's what I'm going to refer you today, son.
Son. I am
That's what it's
definitely
really all
a
about.
son. One of 3 sons.
Wow.
Yes.
I was telling your dad. This is your dad,
Yes,
right?
my dad, Bill.
So, it's Bill.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Pop seems to fit.
He gets that a lot.
Yeah.
Downtown and when he's around the
Yes.
kids at the governor's school or at TR dance, he gets
Yeah.
Pops or Dad a lot.
Todd, I told your dad in pre-tape while you were rehearsing that you're never on this sofa where you don't mention your mom and dad.
I think you're absolutely
I mean,
right.
no matter what you're talking about, somehow you figure out a way to bring in your mom and dad. They're that important to you.
Yes. I mean, they're the whole reason I could become what I became. They gave me that gift of freedom of choice and education and a world that was bright and alive, and they believe that. And very happy, upbeat people. So, what
Well,
could you
okay, now,
not do?
but you took them on this ride.
I
right?
did.
I mean,
and it
come
was
on.
a ride. God bless them.
Was it a ride?
Oh,
It was a ride.
I must have been the most obnoxious teenager. Okay. Thanks, enough gestures.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. Now, he's not a director. He's a son today, okay? I wanted to ask you, has Todd always been out-of-the-box troublemaker?
Well, I won't say he's a troublemaker. He's been out of the box.
Out of the box. And a performer?
Yes.
Did you try to dampen that down any?
No.
No. And that's why they're such
Not a-
special
yeah,
mom
not
and
a
dad.
lick. And the best part was that they were not stage parents. When we got to the theater, Mom dropped me off and said goodbye.
Well,
And allowed me to develop in my own artist.
but you've met enough of those.
Oh, their stage mothers
And
are
aren't they great?
an interesting breed.
Yeah. They're
Yes.
good. Well, I'm a stage dad. You know that. So I guilty.
Guilty.
But did they put you up on the dining room table and say perform?
It wasn't that kind of thing. There was always, my mother played 5 instruments and sang. My dad played the trombone and sang. They were in the marching band. They loved musicals. There was always music playing in the house. The record player, back when it was a huge old wooden
And I
case.
love
And,
minstrels.
yeah, yes, that's right, Daddy. And also, he was, in talent shows growing up, all those kinds of things. So it was really that the arts was always present. It was always present in our house. So every day was a performance. And in our house, if you lost your breath, you lost your turn. Because someone else
I have a
was going
feeling.
to talk. Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone was a motor mouth. It was not a quiet home. And a lot of laughter.
So what was mealtime like?
Mealtime
was food involved?
Oh, yes, there was. And mealtime was very important. If you were not at a rehearsal or a practice, we could all be together at the table. My father was there, my mother was there, and that was the time to connect and catch up and talk about
Find
your
out
day.
what's happening.
That is exactly right. And that was a great thing that a lot of kids don't have now.
You know, and I think some of the psychologists are trying to say it's not that important, but I don't know, having grown up in that kind of environment.
Yeah. It was essential to us. And yes, there were fights and arguments, but really, that was the beauty of conversation. Not only did we learn how to be siblings and a family, but you also learned about politics and poetry and arts and all the things that you can talk about that as you grow old and become conscious of, it was present at the dinner table.
And for me, it was usually the time that Mademoiselle Brown would call from school and say,
oh, no.
Bobby's not meeting full potential. So it was also a time of accountability.
Yes, that was also
okay, you remember that?
I always got Todd is an incredible student. He gets wonderful grades. He does everything right. He talks too much. And that was the eternal conflict.
Traditional family?
Yeah, traditional family. Mom and dad, married for 54 years when my mom passed. 2 older brothers. And all of us very different. I mean, it was like raising a cactus and a water plant and a begonia. I mean, truly, there was nothing about us except that we had a love and a bond and brotherhood, and certainly we share it till this day. Yeah.
Pops, you get to go to the governor's school quite a bit, huh?
He sees those kids every day.
Yes.
I know that memories are precious. Does it bring back memories to see the little kids?
Yes.
He loves it. I teach a class for adaptive dance, and those are my kids with Down syndrome.
Yes.
And I think that's the only way he would get out of bed at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning.
That's right.
Okay, we got a minute to the end of talking and for you to perform where you're really going to be doing some talking.
Yes.
Did you put the show together as a performer, producer,
all
director,
of the above,
or son?
And writer and son, all of those things. It was done last October. It's called All's I Am Is Hers, All's I Am Is Hers, Alzheimer's. And it was a piece, exactly, it was a piece about my mother and father's relationship and how life changed when my mother passed and the discovery of Alzheimer's and what that meant to us on an everyday basis, and really to convey a sense of honor and love to these parents who gave me the best world to grow up in.
Well, I can't think of a better way to say thank you for being here and how you've made Norfolk a wonderful, both of you, a wonderful place to be just by being here. So let's close with your very special tribute.
We base our self-identities on a series of events, accomplishments, rites of passages, and the influence of those we love and who love us. We track the paths of our lives by where we come from, the ancestors that come before us, and we set a trajectory for the future riddled with expectations and mixed with dreams of possibilities. On March 10th, 2012, my mother died very suddenly of a heart attack. And like most people, my life was changed forever. But I didn't feel broken like I thought I would at such a loss, but rather I felt somehow empowered. I instantly went into producer mode. Let's put on a show, Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney style. And the week, well, it was a wonderful celebration of her life and the many lives she touched with her unique charisma and love of family and friends. But when all was said and done, in a single chair in the bedroom where she passed was the man she stood next to for 54 years. But he could hardly stand at all.
Our love affair will be such fun. We'll be the envy of everyone. Those famous lovers will make them forget from Adam and Eve to scarlet and red. When
in the darkness of my father's heart is an emptiness, for with the loss of my mother, his partner, his hero, so too went the keeper of his memories and the caretaker of his heart. Realizing the ever-growing role she played in his life as they grew older was a surprise to us all. And to the extent with which she could protect him, he could exist without the stigma of a man in the early stages of Alzheimer's. Now, don't get me wrong. This was nothing new. She'd been bossing him around for years, but now it was his salvation and a means by which he could honor and serve the woman he loved his whole life long. But when she died and the rug was pulled out from under him, well, the dementia, it was all too real. The next few weeks were not quite as glitzy and glamorous as my mother's beloved Hollywood musicals from her childhood, but rather were sort of marred with a repetitive mourning for both my father and I. For although he knew she was dead, he kept reliving the same stages in the mourning process over and over again, while hopefully I was progressing in a natural, albeit horrible manner. My father's concept of home has moved back in time from Pennsylvania, where I was raised, to New York City, where I was born, to St. Mary's, West Virginia, where he was born and raised, a time before I existed. And I realized that someday I, too, would disappear. My father's memories of his childhood are uncanny, and he tells them to me over and over again to make them mine, to harbor them for the future, to keep safe those cherished memories as his mind slowly fades away. One of those memories is the love of my mother. He says I would do it all over again, son. He was happy just being in her presence, even as the lights were fading. All's I am is hers, even when she's gone. Their story started something like this.